yeah, here we go, getting into the game. Oh, it's Curious Minds. This is a yeah. I'd cheese on this map. But I'd cheese on any
you cheese
map.
on every map. Wait, what are you talking about? You're trying to kid
I
here.
even cheese on Pride of Altaris, man. Go spawning in the top left position. It is your player from Colombia, representing I know I keep forgetting. Representing Infernales. It is eGGz.
From Colombia, mate. From Colombia.
Didn't I say Colombia?
Nah, maybe you did. I zoned out. Spawning in!
I was like, damn.
The bottom right-hand corner of Curious Minds LE, we have the weeb himself, the VTuber connoisseur, the Peruvian Terran, representing Exertus Ignat. It is Smile. Pull first, let's go!
Yes!
Yo.
But it's a pull. I think the big tell here, Light, is if he gets a gas before or after the hatch. Looks like he's going to get it after. So I want to say this is going to be a 5 roach opening if he's not going to be just doing some sort of 6-link pressure. Then we'll see. Yes.
Yeah, we shall see as
it's
the
very
gas.
5 roachy.
Oh, you can smell it. You can smell it. Doesn't matter if it's Latin American. Doesn't matter if it's Colombian. You know what that smells like. It smells like roach.
It actually does, yeah. But yeah, I'm curious to see like how is Smile. He's gonna SCV scout. He's gonna get a Reaper out. What's he gonna do when he sees the natural? Because he knows the best thing would be to look for the lings, the delayed natural. Sorry, he's actually gonna spot them all. Wow, actually, yeah, this is a decent scout timing. Unless he loses SCV.
I mean, SCV comes in. All the lings have been spotted. The mineral walk is king, and will he be able to get into the main base? It looks like he may just be able to as well. As the lings are coming across the map.
Yeah, and he did get a partial scout in the main, but the thing is, he didn't scout the most further away place where the Roach would typically be placed. So he's still a little bit in the dark, even though he got a partial scout off. But yeah, these lings, this Reaper back at home, and these Marines are going to cause some strife. And 2 SCVs I predict going down, like, or maybe none.
Oh my god! Oh, can he get even one? Oh, it's gonna be so close. It's gonna be so. Oh, he got 0.
My god. The micro, it's insane.
Never mind. There's one ling left.
Oh no, it's gonna just attack. It's gonna tickle the Marine. But yeah, wow, really good micro there from Smile. Actually, didn't expect him to. No, that was 6 lings. Or it was 5 lings, and there was 1 extra. But yeah, that was a hectic situation.
It really was.
He didn't lose anything.
He only lost his scouting SCV. That is it. So that was insanely done there by Smile. He has a very nice opener to the game. eGGz a little bit behind because of his opener. The pull first didn't really pay for itself at all. Did force a bunker, I guess. Did force some units. But now Smile is here across the map, and he is looking for that Roach Warren that doesn't exist.
Yeah, he's kind of just dived, and there's no lings to kind of stop this Reaper scout too, so he's going to feel more comfortable most likely. Also just sees just 1 gas. Actually, I only saw there was only 1 drone in gas, so he's going to feel super comfortable, and he's just going to do what he wants, which looks like it's going to be Banshee at this stage.
Yeah, here we go. 1-1-1 into that Banshee, as we should be seeing a bit of an add-on swap here between our buildings. Up. No, never mind. Lib.
A Liberator, man. That's interesting. And this map, it's got a bit of dead space light, but especially the fact that he's taken this triangle 3rd base, that Liberator could be extra annoying.
Oh yeah, it really can be. He can set himself up here on the high ground. It's going to be so difficult to clean up. We've all been there before as Zerg players. It's absolutely disgusting.
But yeah, we see 3rd CC as well, and I guess Smile can afford to do this, scouting, just the 1 droning gas after that 6 Zergling opener, and he's got a couple of Hellions in the map too, just to keep tabs on what's going on, deny some creep, and I think I'm really liking, even though I feel like eGGz is the stronger play. Oh, as I said, eGGz just catching the Hellion. I'm really liking Smile's position.
Yeah, again, this entire tournament, I've been impressed by Smile. I didn't expect Smile to even get to the finals, let alone beat, the players that he has, right? It's absolutely insane. And going up against eGGz, like, he has a really, really nice start. But again, it's eGGz we're talking about. Like, he is an amazing player. He is one of the best Zerg players in Latin America for a reason. He's in the finals for a reason. And Smile really, really has to turn things up here if he wants to take down a player of the caliber of eGGz.
Yeah, I'm not really sure if has Smile played as Zerg today, apart from eGGz?
No.
I know Tavo played as Zerg, but oh, he's gonna lose a queen here. He's gonna.
One queen goes down. The Hellions are headed towards the base, but the Lings are here to beat them. Up. The positioning.
Yeah, that's up. That is a sick position, actually. Oh, actually, that's better. Better surround. Let's get these Hellions. Only 5 drones going down. Not bad, but not fantastic. Especially when you keep the Liberator alive.
Yeah. Liberator, oh, is it alive, though? It's one shot away from going down as it does siege up, and a couple more drones are going to get picked off. Not bad at all here for Smile. Can he get away?
Oh, even does get away, yeah.
Okay. Liberator siege time. Come on, people. What's going on?
Something to look at here, like we see a lot of creep spread being focused to the right side of the map where that 4th base is being taken. So I expect if the triangle 3rd being taken, that's the kind of avenue where a lot of the action is going to happen between this 4th base and the triangle 3rd, this kind of pathway. So I'd say that if I was Smile, I'd want to get those Hellions out and just deny some of those creep tumors, because creep spread on this map is it's crazy.
It really is. Like, the map itself is quite small. It doesn't take that much creep to move forward. Scan is pretty poggers because he actually does see the Roach Warren, as eGGz is going for a Roach push here. Again, he loves his Roaches whenever he can get into them. It's insane.
Oh my days.
But actually throws down the Spire immediately after he gets scouted.
And Smile's actually going for mech. He's getting 2 Thors. I'm not sure how I feel about the Spire with the situation. Is Smile's just going to go for a 2 Thor push? Does he know the playstyle?
He's going for drops, mate. He's going for drops. Medivacs are on the way.
Double Thor drop.
Let's go. I was going to point that out earlier as well. Yeah, he is going into mech, but a very peculiar, very interesting style of mech. Again, he is waiting for them Thors. Let's go. Don't let us down. Don't let us down. He's going for it.
He's still actually gonna do what a chat. And is he gonna use his Hellions at the top to support, do you think? Or is he gonna drop for the main?
Mate, why not both, mate? Why not both? Let's go.
¿Por qué no los dos?
¿Por qué no los dos? Liberator gets cleaned up, but you know what? All the queens are drawn here towards the natural base. What do we have here to defend? We have a couple of Lings, a couple of Roaches, a couple of Banelings. Is it gonna be enough? Maybe. We'll find out. Up.
Oh. And yeah, there's a good number of Lings, however, and he's going to pull the Roaches and Lings to the 4th and then just drop in the main, and that spawning pool could be in some trouble.
Oh, it really could. Meanwhile, at the same time, a bit of a Bane run by here. 9 SCVs go down, and actually does try to focus down the spawning pool. Transfuses are too good. Hellions, they get into the base, though.
Oh, wow. That's a fantastic play, actually, by Smile to kind of abuse the mobility of his opponent by taking this base that's so far away. Because normally what happens is you establish at this 4th base is where you hold. You stop them from even getting past the 4th. But eGGz, I mean, Smile's actually snuck in before. He could secure then consolidate that position. But with these mutas out now, I don't know how long these saws are meant for in this world.
Yeah, the medevacs are no longer for this world, which means the death of these Thors. eGGz will clean all of this up. And it was a really cool play, what Smile was going for, but that was a really big investment that was kind of thrown down the drain. And what did that Thor drop accomplish? He got 3 drones. and he got like 5 more here at the base as well, pulling him out of position. But like it just wasn't really worth it.
Yeah, don't forget he beat up the spawning pool and took its lunch money, but it's fine now. Yeah, I want to say that normally Muta, when you're going Thor, is a bit of a build order loss, but in this case, the Thor drop, it worked out perfectly for eGGz.
Yeah, exactly. Meanwhile, tries to go for a bit of a counterattack. Gets a couple of depots for his troubles, gets 2 SCVs as well, but eGGz, he just has full map control right now. After killing all those Hellions in the drop, he's double expanding. Why the hell not? Like, Smile has no presence at all.
Yeah, no, Smile. He's just kind of vibing at the moment. He's unfazed that it's a best of 5 and it's quite late. He's just playing his turtleneck. Hydra's on the way actually from eGGz, and I know you mentioned you don't normally see Hydras from eGGz. He normally goes Muta. Do you think seeing those Thors of the mech has kind of spurred his hand here, or?
Yeah, it's forcing him into a playstyle that he's not comfortable with, but he's willing to do it anyway because he's gonna, he wants to win. As he's going Roach, Hydra with Vipers to help him out as well, to help out with those yoinks, to break those entrenched positions, and yeah, I don't know if he can really be stopped. Boy.
Oh, another Hellion run by. And unlike SCV's, like, Hellion's 2-shot drones. That is brutal.
True.
With drones.
I mean, he needs to deal that damage as eGGz is maxed out now. 200 supply. 2-2 about to finish up. Vipers already coming out, sucking down that youth energy, sucking down those buildings. And what does Smile really have here? He's got a couple of tanks. He's got a couple of Thors. But at this stage of the game, like, ideally if you're playing turtle mech, your tank count is looking that little bit higher.
Yeah, and in the meantime, we see Broodlord's actually going to be the next tech of choice for eGGz, and I feel like Smile, with all the creep spread going on, I don't know if he'll want to contend in a later game and it's fight for those bases. I feel like he's just going to want to max out an attack, and his Hellions will get picked off, and I think that this timing, the anti-Broodlord timing, it could win him the game here. But we'll have to see if that is what he wants to do.
Here we go. 5 Corruptors are on the way. eGGz has to lose a little bit of supply before he can actually make any Broodlords, but again, I'm sure he's ready to do so. He's pushing out at the moment, going to shave off a couple of these Roaches. Meanwhile, as all this has been happening, Smile, his army supply has slowly been getting larger and larger. Maybe he has a window here. Maybe he has an opportunity before the Broodlords come out.
Yeah, and this is the thing about creep spread, right? It gives you that kind of... It buys the time a bit. Oh, going to catch a couple of Vikings, which is actually huge if you're going Broodlord. The creep spread really delays your opponent because they really want to take a risk if they want to push up. But it looks like we're just going to see, this 4th base established. The gas is taken by Smile, and he's just gonna vibe, I think. Like,
I mean, he's gonna try and push into creep, and he just loses more Thors left and right. eGGz, he's actually transitioning into Broodlord Infestor, as of course we do have those upgrades on the way as well for the Infestor. And eGGz, he's just happy to just slowly trade out and perfect his army.
Yeah, I'd like to see these Roaches maybe kind of be thrown, used in some sort of way, because they're not going to get much fun here. They're a bit tanky, but you don't really need tank, you need a bit of DPS against this mech army. Great moves with the Mutas though, just kind of vibing around, and here we see, is that Hellbats in the Medivacs? It is indeed. Like, what does this mean?
What is this, Heart of the Swarm?
Literally.
Hellbat drops
I guess
against...
Hydras.
I guess
he's got Hydras.
He's got Roach Hydra, mate. You think the Medivacs are going to get anywhere near these Hydras? I mean, we'll find out. I don't know. Like, props to Smile for trying. But eGGz, he just avoids the army. He's like, you know what? You do you, buddy. I'm just going to counterattack and take out a base.
Yeah, and Smile's actually going to turn all the way around, but this is the immobility of mech, and this base is probably going to go down as well. And not only is he going to take out this base, but it frees up supply as well, because he's not going to get all these units to run away properly. And now he can just make more Broodlords.
Yeah, exactly. There we go. As soon as this fight ends, 7 Broodlords are in production. eGGz wanted to trade, and he didn't just trade. He got a base. He got a mineral line. And, oh, I feel bad. Look, Smile, he's trying to take the expansion, but there's already hatchery. There's creep all over the place.
And another thing, that the fact that this creep highway at the bottom is kind of just like already at the 3rd base. Like it looks like he's got the entire map in creep, but no, it's just one highway. Yeah. But actually, the main fight going on, I didn't see this, but pushing in.
Main fight is going on. We do have a couple of parasitic bombs on these Vikings. We do have Hellbat drop on top of the Hydras, which does nothing. As the Broodlords are pushing on forward. Thors are doing what they can. They're trying to focus fire as best they can. There's nothing to stop the Vikings. The Vikings.
Yeah, it's just going to be a grand old affair. We got 23 Hydralists down. We've got a small Roach Ravager attack at the 4th base too. Smile is super all in here. I think with these reinforcing units, even drones being pulled, I'd wait until they're more. 39 Hydras on the way now, like.
That's a lot of Hydras. And it looks like that's going to be enough. I mean, again, Smile is on the timer. Maybe he can try and deal a little bit more damage to the Hydras are trickling in, but with the support of these Vipers, it's going to be too much. The tanks are being picked apart. There is just far too much Zerg.
Yeah, he's going to hold here, and to keep in mind also, because of that attack at the fourth base of Smile, those SCVs were repairing, they weren't actually building, and I think we look at the bank that Smile has, it's non-existent. Like, he just started 3 Thors, however, but he's barely mining at all.
Yeah, exactly. If eGGz wanted to, he could probably counterattack with his entire army. He's got mass Hydra Ling right now, and it's going to be good enough. He's actually making some roaches, because why not? Taz has been able to keep his Vipers alive despite all of those Vikings, and again, Smile, he had a very impressive push, but unfortunately, because of his lack of bank, he only had that one push.
Yeah, now he's reduced down to just Hellbat Thor, which is not the greatest army at all against this many Hydras, at least in these numbers. And the Thors are going to get picked off, and he's just going to stream in here. eGGz, Smile is in a world of trouble.
Yeah, G gets called. 1G? 1G as eGGz takes game number 1.
1G for every body pillow Smile has ordered today.
Oh my god. We're gonna be seeing some more G's soon.
Yeah.
It's GG, well played. Despite the impressive opener from Smile, I do think he put himself behind a little bit with his build overall, like going into mech, not just mech, but also Thor drops. It was a Chad move, but was it really?
It was a pretty sick move, yeah.
It was.
But it's something that I feel like mech is something you bust out to catch your opponent off guard, and maybe that could be what he was going for, doing it in the first game. But he's kind of set a precedent now that the thing that's meant to catch your opponent off guard hasn't worked, so you're gonna have to go in the rest of the series just kind of, I guess, playing standard. I don't know if mech is Smile standard. We haven't seen him play in a while, but I'm feeling off that first game more confident that eGGz will be able to take this series, but hopefully I can be proven wrong.
Hopefully it can be proven wrong. I mean, I would love to see some bio against Zerg personally. I do know that eGGz is a little bit more comfortable against that, and maybe Smile is more comfortable with mech, but I doubt we have seen all he has to offer in this matchup. Again, it's only the first game that we've seen of Smile's TVZ. I'm sure he has more builds up his sleeve. What kind of builds though exactly? We'll see. We'll see.
We will see indeed, but here we go. Looks like a little bit of trouble. Smile not joining the lobby. Hopefully has not fallen asleep. I've got it on my... Oh, I don't know my copy pasting. I can do this. I can do this. Patos listos. There we go.
Beautiful, mate. Beautiful. You know. They know.
They know that we're ready. Smile. Doesn't matter, man. I'm ready.
Oh god, here we go. As we are setting up. Also, I do have something to let you know as well, Chase. I don't know if you noticed, but earlier in the tournament, ARJ Skater actually redeemed something.
He did. We have a replay analysis, correct?
Replay costs. No, not just costs. Just costs, like any other game.
Like costs.
Yeah.
Hoggies.
Oh boy. So after this game, after this series, after we wrap up the tournament, we'll go on a short break so we can get some water, and then we got one more cast to do. It's not over.
Smash it up.
Oh god. This is when he gives us like a 40-minute like tie match. Oh god.
Oh man. Oh wait. It's a 2-part series. The first part's a draw. The second part.
Oh god. Fingers crossed, mate. Fingers crossed.
Here we go. Oh my. Oh no no. Oh no no. We've still got the same WCS overlay. But here we go. Like getting into this game, spawning the top right position from Colombia. It is your Zerg player representing. I know it's some. It's Infernales. It is eGGz. You right?
Look what he's doing! Look what he's doing! He's going for a 13-12. God damn it, Chase!
Is this a 13-12 or is it a 12-11?
It's a 13-12. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of 2000 Atmospheres LE, we have the Peruano himself, the Peruvian Terran player representing eGGz Ignite. It's about to get cheesed the hell out of this game. It is Smile.
Light.
Yo.
What is a 13-12 meant to do against the wall?
Kill.
Kill the wall.
Hey, just kill the wall, mate. What if the wall's not a wall? You know.
True. I mean, what is do you think he's gonna?
He pulls
do
out a
some
gas.
super mega. Oh, okay.
And no bane nest.
So I guess he just wants to kind of get up and get on the ramp as quick as possible.
Get up and get in and get
yeah.
out and let's go. The links are on the way. Oh my god. And this time we do have an SCV scout. SCV is headed across the map. The Overlord does spot the SCV, so immediately eggs. He reroutes the pathing of he doesn't know where to go. But he is looking to avoid this SCV.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I'm sure there's some sort of logic behind this, but I feel like once this SCV scouts what's going on, you know, I guess he's just going to start droning, or I'm not sure, like, we'll see what happens.
But he's still making nothing but lings. it's still got lings on the way, buddy. And with all of these
no
lings,
gas too.
yeah, he's still there. Is no gas. The lings should be able to cancel this, but can he get? Actually, he doesn't go for the main. Oh my god, he just wants to cancel.
Yeah, he's pulling SCVs actually, and this is a bit risky, but if Ling speed finishes soon, actually no, he's going to be able to get a couple Lings down, but actually is he going to get caught out of hand here? Like,
that's the question. Ling speed kicks in. He's going to try and get on top of the Reaper, but the micro is too goddamn good. The Reaper finally goes down. The Marine goes down as well, but there are only 3 Lings remaining. But here come the rest.
Yeah, there's 4 more, and here we go. Looks like a lot of these SCVs are going to get taken out. I don't think there's enough here on the ground. Like, I think he's just going to do it.
He's just going to lose everything. Every single SCV goes down. Every single one. And now he can try and bust up that wall. No, he goes for the CC instead. He wants to cancel. He wants it. He's joining up behind this.
Is indeed, and like I get proven wrong again, but I'm not really sure about the decision to go, you know, come down the ramp. I would just cancel the CC and build it on the high ground. Your opponent went 13-12, you know, you're not going to be too far behind, but he's going to be forced to cancel this CC. Actually, no, he's going to try and commit to it.
Jesus Christ, he wants it. It's so close. 1 second away. No, the SCV goes down, but he saves it.
He actually does save it. I feel like he could have maybe DPS'd it down. He's going to come back for another work.
He wants the SCV. Oh god.
Oh my face. And like, I don't know what kind of situation we're in. I feel like he has to attack with his Marines and Hellions, right, to force out. We got a Roach for him.
We got a Roach for him. And you're like, he's got to attack to force out Lings.
I'm not looking anymore.
We got a Roach for him, but we also have a 3rd hatchery being thrown down by X. He's been trying to drone up. He does have the worker lead, but the Hellions are about to rock up. And can they deal damage here? Maybe. He's going to try it. No, he doesn't go for it. No, he spots the Lings. There are far too many Lings to really commit these Hellions.
Yeah, and I guess with the 2 gases, you know, it could be a Nidus. I feel like the 3rd base could kind of maybe trick him into thinking that it's actually going to be some sort of macro play, and the Lings will deny their scout there, but there's no Reaper too, by the way, so he can't really jump in. But honestly, like, this is wacky. This is
no.
What's this Spanish word for wacky?
This is 3 AM StarCraft. Yeah, boy. 3 AM when the brain turns off, when your inner ape takes over, mate. And let's go. Roaches. 5 roaches are on the way. And X is just going to waddle them across.
Oh, yeah, he's just going to waddle. The roaches coming. There's quite a few roaches, actually. It's Hellion. Oh, one gets taken down. And there's no starport too. He went 3rd CC before starport.
He went 3rd CC before starport. There is no Banshee. Bunker is on the way though, and the bunker will finish up with enough Marines. Even 3 more. Oh my god, so many bunkers are being thrown down. Smile, he wants to defend, and I think he will. I don't know. It's gonna be hard, mate. There's no time.
He's gonna make a lot of ravages. Like, there's gonna be a lot of ravages here in a second. 3 bunkers is what he kind of needs. But there's a lot of Marines also, and actually, Eggs might just jump in. I don't know how I feel about this. He's got a lot of gas.
I mean, he targets down the building SCV, not a single bunker finishes, so now he gets on top of the army.
Yeah, he's gonna actually break this position, which is... I'm surprised that went so well. Holy.
Yeah.
And the tank pops out, but...
Finally, the tank pops out, and the tank will be able to defend, but Eggs, again, kills more SCVs, denies the mine, and keeps Smile on one base, and Eggs droning up behind it.
At the moment Eggs kind of realized he was breaking his position, he transitioned back into drones, so... clever play there. This tank, though, is going to get taken out.
Wow.
And these Ravagers, if he kites, he can maybe just kill all these Marines if he's careful. Yeah, there you go. Look at that. Look at that, right?
The micro, the control. It's insane.
Who says Zerg's the A move race?
The tank. Oh, God. Okay. Tank survives.
Tank does survive. The tank is an absolute chad, but we have 20 lings on the way here, and I think that Eggs could be sensing, you know, you can maybe go for the kill.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, mate, the way that he's been able to trade has been crazy. The Ravager's still alive, mate. He wants to bow down that tank. He wants to do it. He gets it.
Oh, he does get that tank. Oh, my God. Wow. There's still one Ravager left.
There's one Ravager.
Smile, I think.
And the Ling flood is coming in. And that's it. There's nothing. There's literally nothing left.
Yeah, I think we're going to be seeing a 1G again soon.
Oh, my God,
mate.
Not
holding.
How could you not believe in the 13-12 against Terran? GG.
Now I've seen it all. I swear, every time I see someone below platinum do this, it never works. And then I see someone much better than me do it, and they get it to work somehow. I don't know, but I feel like, don't you think that Smile, if you just like cancelled the command center and built it on the high ground?
100%. I do think that. I do think it was Smile's stubbornness, his hubris, that really hurt him in that game. Where once he recognized what was happening, it is easier to just cancel, rebuild. It's something that you have to swallow. You have to swallow them. You have to be like, it doesn't feel good.
Cut your losses.
Yeah. It doesn't feel good to cancel it because you know you can see how close it is to finishing, and you know how far ahead you're gonna be if it does finish. But sometimes you just gotta accept your fate. You know, it's just.
I think another thing that comes into play could be the dynamic between the two players, because Eggs is he's the upper echelon of Latin America StarCraft, where Smile, even though he's been a very good player, he's been out of the loop for a while, and he thought, man, if I get this advantage from, you know, skipping out on having to cancel my CC, I'd be in a marvelous position, as he said, but Eggs was just very decisive there, and yeah, I don't know if that's a build I should add to my build book, but but that's it. Maybe.
Why not?
It worked. It worked.
Throw it out on every now and then. Why not? Why not? You know? Why not?
I'll tell you why not. Because I don't play StarCraft anymore.
We'll get you
only
to
the
play.
Archon gamer now.
We'll get you to play. We'll get you to play. So good.
Here we go.
Good.
This could potentially be the second last game of the night, Light.
It could be. It could be. Here we go. One of our players is already up 2-0. The other needs to climb a mountain to come back.
Yeah, here we go. Spawning in the bottom right position. Playing for Infernales. Oh, I didn't even have to check. It is your Colombian Zerg player. It is Eggs.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Hardwire LE, we have the Peruvian Terran player representing all the VTuber connoisseurs out there. Get out of the chat. We have representing eGGz Ignite, it is Smile. We got another pool first.
We do, like, we have a spawning pool first. You know what that means?
It means lings, mate.
It means aggression.
That means we're gonna end the series early, mate. That's what that means.
It is too, hopefully, but this time we do see we have a gas before a hatchery here, and this could mean we're going to see ling speed, or it could mean we could see, you know, something a bit wild, fast, super fast roach.
I was about to say, are you smelling roaches? I'm smelling roaches right now, mate. Like, going, especially because it was pool gas, not gas pool. yeah, we'll see what he does end up utilizing with this gas. Lings are obviously on the way, and they're going to keep or help keep that Reaper back at home, but there is going to be a follow-up to this build.
There is our Roach Baron light, actually. Here we go. And this time, this is probably the fastest I think we've seen Roaches from eGGz. He's actually made the 4 Zerglings. So I really like the mixes up he's been doing. You know, he gets early 6 Zerglings and a later 4, then an even later 6. And this time, though, Smile might be able to wiggle his way into the main here. It looks like he is. And that makes me think the fact that he didn't try and kill it with those 3 Lings makes me think he's not going to commit. He's just going to make 3 Roaches or so. Especially with it being scouted.
But if Smile thinks that way, then maybe that's when you commit.
It's the Mia Michael way, isn't it? Oh yeah, we'll have to see.
Let's go. Meanwhile, we do see the CC on the high ground now instead for Smile, so he is respecting this, that we go bunker on the high ground as well. So now he's forced to stay on one base that little bit longer. As you said, eGGz, he is droning up behind this. It is only going to be those 3 Roaches.
Yeah, he's getting Ravagers to kind of make this look even more stronger, but we see all the Reaper gonna scout, and then we just got drones coming on the way. So, gonna get a drone.
Maybe another. He wants it. Does get 1 drone in the end. There's no queen on the low ground, forces a gas to be taken here. So again, wreaking a little bit of havoc in the bases of eGGz, but this is something that he needs to do, right? Again, as a reminder, he's up against the wall, loses 1 more game, and that's it. That's the end of the tournament.
Yeah, that's right, and we see this Overlord kind of sneakily going to come into position here. Because he's invested more into Ravager rather than Roach, expect to see a bit more of a siegey kind of attack here, but not seeing the natural at all. Is like eGGz is going to be feeling pretty comfortable already.
Yeah, exactly. Like eGGz is comfortably on 2 bases. He's taking his 3rd base now. He's been droning up this entire time for the most part. And yeah, I mean, outside of this Reaper being annoying, I mean, again, at least Smile is able to keep an eye on the gas counts, keep an eye on the 3rd bases about to be taken. Gets another drone. Oh my god, what is happening?
Ooh, yeah, there's cute moves here from Smile. I like that he targeted the drone. Sometimes when you target a drone that's got 2 patches on it, that's like the further mineral thing away, it can be harder to pull away from the Zerg player. Does not want to lose his Ravagers, we'll lose 1, we'll probably lose 2.
eGGz punished for his whole position on the low ground there. He just wasn't really paying attention, maybe a little bit distracted. And this is another thing that you have to bear in mind. Again, it's 3 a.m. in Chile right now. Like, eGGz is living in Chile, by the way, for those who don't know. Not in Colombia. So yeah, it's getting quite late, and you know, a couple of slip-ups here and there can happen.
That's right, we see there's still 1 Ravager here that can just kind of throw Biles down, but Smile's going to feel much more comfortable. He's actually going to get this Ravager, that's pretty wild. But eGGz so far this game, I haven't seen anything too redeeming, basically. He invested into, was it 2 or 3 Ravagers? 3 Ravagers. Didn't really get any economic damage done. And the Reaper's actually got more than those 3 Ravagers by itself, so
True.
I'd say 2 engineering base coming down for Smile, he's looking very comfortable in this game for his 3rd CC.
He really is, and something that I'm happy about is that Smile is staying away from mech. He is going for that bio, especially because of that double engineering base, so I'm very happy to see that from Smile. And we'll see, I mean, again, he's pretty comfortably getting into the mid game here, and my eyes are now on eGGz. Like, how does he redeem himself in a way, as he's just, again, still struggling to deal with this 1 Reaper. Finally, he cleans it up.
Yeah, I'm not actually sure if he noticed with that Reaper there, but the Ling speed is on the way. I'm guessing he didn't notice because he's kind of moving at the map here with this very small force. I get he wants to force out units to kind of, you know, stop the stemming of the droning from the Zerg player, but with Ling speed here, these units are going to get cleaned up pretty quickly, I'm going to say.
Oh yeah, Ling speed is about to finish up in a couple of seconds. 16 Lings are on the way as well. They are slow for the time being, and it's still 10 seconds away, so I mean, these Marines are going to trade fairly well, but I mean, they will be cleaned up.
Yeah, there we go. Actually, most of the attacks held before Ling speed actually finishes, but now when you go 3cc, I feel like this is another attack that might just be at 3 a.m. Oh, didn't get that Ravager, that's cute. But yeah, I feel like this may be something that you'd probably want to keep that tank, you know?
You're like, tanks are good units, and ideally you want to like slowly stockpile them up until you have like 3 or so tanks, then you go for a future push. But losing a tank that early on is it actually does hurt quite a bit. You could argue maybe it evens things up because eGGz has been a little bit careless with his Ravagers and he's been losing a lot of them. So gas-wise, he has been sustaining losses there. So maybe things kind of even up in that respect. But as you said, like, you never want to be losing tanks that early on as a Terran player.
Yeah, that could have been scary actually if eGGz decided to go for a 1-1 kind of roach timing. It might have been slightly delayed due to his opener, but that's one less tank you have to hold it.
Yeah.
Going across to deal that damage, but luckily it looks like we're going to have Lingbane and probably Muta coming from our Zerg player. Huge supply block from eGGz, however, 6 Overlords on the way.
Oof.
But this drop in the main, this could make that supply block even worse.
Oh, it really could. Here comes that drop in eGGz. He does have an army here outside the bases, but he does have to respond. Here we go. The drop does come in, and he's getting a couple of drones.
Yeah, even picks up a queen there. This sport being body blocked actually by the Marines. And these roaches are going to come to show up. Mining time lost. Some queens getting picked off. He's going to get another queen, and this is huge considering the pool first opening. You don't have as many queens when you go for a hatch first, so this is great damage.
I was about to say that eGGz was a little bit too greedy. He was just droning up, so he didn't really have too much of a ground army. He was relying on a handful of lings and a handful of roaches, and he was just punished for it. Nice moves here by Smile. Again, just evening things up that little bit more and making up for that tank count. Yeah, man, he's making a game out of this.
He's done really well so far. The one thing I'd say that eGGz has got really going for him is he did, as you said, drone up really heavily at the start. So he had a few units to hold, and in all honesty, he's only lost like 5 workers so far this game. And most of those was from the Reaper, right?
Yeah.
But as we see now, the double drops going down. This is a bit risky, would you say? I'd say the only reason he's kind of doing this is because, oh wow, the bile. The only reason he's going for these drops is because he didn't scout any Spire in the main or natural. So I guess he feels more comfortable moving out, and we see an infestation pit from our Terran player.
Oh, we do have that infestation pit on the way instead of that Spire. Mailing speed isn't done, but again, it's not too far a ways off, so it's kind of difficult for these drops to really find too much damage because there is a standing army here for eGGz. The drop's going to come in and pick off a queen, pick off maybe 2, but yeah, has to respect all the Lingbane, forced to pick up, forced to get the hell out of here. And what is the plan with this hive? Are you feeling, especially with the melee upgrades, are you feeling Ultra?
I'm definitely feeling Ultra, actually, to be honest. When you look at what eGGz is doing here, he's not investing any of his gases into the mid game. He's just getting his upgrades and going straight to Hive. I feel like he knows that Smile is being a bit passive this game. He knows it's not mech, and it looks like he just wants to just run over him with his tanks. So run over him with Ultraless. So I expect to see Ultras this game. We also see hatcheries being taken everywhere by eGGz, so he's going to mass the Lingbane out.
Yeah, exactly. Something that kind of fell out of the meta. We used to see it a lot more, like it used to be a lot more popular, like going Lingbane straight into Ultras. Meanwhile, massive Ling run by the wall is not a wall. There's actually a gaping hole here at the natural base. Aye. Boys are forced off the line, but at the same time, mate, we got those drops.
And we've got the wall. Is a wall at... Oh my gosh. There's havoc going on. There's still a couple of lings at the wall of the third base and the natural as well. I think just in situations like this, like Smile's doing really well to kind of contend with all this like multitasking going on, but eGGz is just, he's getting the better end of it so far.
Yeah, like, I mean, there were just no splits outside the third base. Like, the Baneling connections were absolutely insane. And we may see some even more heroes. Oh, the Banelings roll in. Hot pickup. Barely keeps some of them alive here for Smile. But as you said, Smile just hasn't been trading too well. And there is that Ultra Cavern.
There it is. And it's this one Zergling at the third base of Smile. It's getting so much done just outside of tank range. But we see drops on each side of the map. Smile kind of keeping the Zerg pinned back. But the Zerg, they're teching the Ultras. They're going to stay back until the Ultras come out, really. But we have a Spire on the way too. I mean, probably in response to this many drops.
Yeah, I mean, look at the bank, mate. Look at that insane bank. And going into Ultras and Aspire, like, I imagine Corruptors and then maybe even Broodlords from there. Like, the transition it's possible for eGGz if he wants to go for it. And Yeah, I do feel like Smile is running out of steam a little bit. Like, he's still going for these drops. He's actually getting some surprising amount of damage done.
He's doing really well. The fact that he's multitasking this much and he's clearing creep in the middle of the map too, it's really impressive what he's doing. The fact he hasn't been around for so long too, and eGGz is a very solid player. There's so many Banelings at the top though, like oh my days, and there's so many SUVs too.
There's nowhere to go. The planetary goes down immediately. The Banelings just right click on everything, and there's just not enough here. The Banelings are just gonna eviscerate every single SUV. Oh god, oh god, oh. In the end, they get cleaned up, but 16 SUVs went down, and look at how many ultras. 7 ultras, mate.
Ultras, oh my god, light. Is this us playing team games? That is a lot of ultras. Here we go, dropping the main again, and another drop at the third base, or was it the fourth? The ultra pops though to help deal with it. And now, what is Smile's response? He already had Marauders coming out, but is he going to have enough?
That's the question. Liberators are on the way. Liberators will be his answer, and they can do well, especially because there's very limited anti-air from eGGz. Even though he has the Spire, he hasn't got any Corruptors yet. Not yet, mind you. I'm sure he'll be ready for it. He's already working on +1 air attack if need be. But yeah, we'll see if he has enough. Surprisingly, mate, Smile, he's pushing out now.
Yeah, he actually is. I'm not sure how I feel about this, honestly. He's on 4 bases. He hasn't secured a 5th. So I guess he's maybe doing this as a distraction to get the 5th base down. But if we look, he hasn't got a 5th base anywhere built. So he's looking pretty tough. And I don't think there's any ghosts on the way either. Like he's not really gearing up for the late game. But I don't think he can do anything in the immediate future to swing the tide of this game.
Yeah, like this push, I don't see it breaking through any of these bases. There's plenty of creep to give eGGz a heads up. He's got plenty of ultras on the ground as well. He has enough to split up his army, go for a counterattack, and there just isn't much here at home for Smile.
Yeah, we see the Lings are going to come in and they're going to ransack this base. Meanwhile, Smile's hand has been forced. He's going to be pushed in here. Bane's being morphed. There's a decent number of Widow Mines, but I don't think they're going to get too much done. His Ultras have to be careful, however, and it looks like once his Bane finished, though, this push will be stopped in its tracks.
Yeah, exactly. Meanwhile, the push across the map has been cleaned up. The Banelings are rolling on in. The hatchery actually survives, and the Baneling connections are absolutely insane. Corruptors are even here to clean up those Liberators.
Ooh, and even trying up this drop in the bottom right as well. Both players have been multitasking phenomenally at this game, but I feel like it's just a matter of resources at this point. We see still no 5th base. Maybe he's going to float the orbital, but that means it's exposed. It's not a planetary. And I think eGGz, he's not on many bases himself. He's not on the highest drone count, but he's got this army that requires such a specific response from the Terran. And at this rate, bio drops is not the specific response since resources are running out.
Yeah, like it's understandable that like we don't have ghosts yet just because of how intense things have been and the lack of 5th base, as you were saying, but at some point like we are going to need that Ghost Academy. Meanwhile, the ground army is just completely just overwhelming everything that Smile has. Is forced all the way back, or forced to stim all the way back as well. Can he really hold on here without any Liberators? Like these Widow Mines have a lot to do and they go off on the detection. Aye.
Yeah, they do fantastic actually. They're gonna stem the tide for now. Zerg 3-3 is just about to finish, but in the end it's just that, you know, you can hide behind your walls versus the Ultras and the Banes and the tanks and be defensive, but Zerg's just gonna take the whole map and you have to do something. And here we see he's gonna be taking a risk going for that 5th base now finally.
Here we go. 5th is now finally on the way, as you were saying. eGGz, I do think he's being punished a lot, though, by his lack of drones. He is now droning up now, but it's taken a while to really do so. So because of that, like, I assumed that he was going to be able to remax after a fight, but he just hasn't had the money to do so, as he's getting ready to transition into those Broodlords.
Yeah, and Smiles, he's going to attack now to kind of put eGGz on the back foot while he floats his main over to the 5th base location. But meanwhile, there's another run by at the 4th base. That's just Corruptors, I think, and I'm going to take a couple shots from the Widow Mines. But yeah, Smiley's not doing too bad. He's keeping the creep mostly contained, actually.
Yeah, for the most part, like he's been trading okay out here. He has to be careful not to overstay his welcome. Like there are a lot of Corruptors to help pick up all these medevacs, so picking up it's just not an option. Oh god.
I love the one Ravager that's still alive. It's still coming, but their trades here. I wouldn't even mind pursuing this bio actually, because there's no medevacs. There's 2 medevacs further back, but it's so red. and a couple scans dropping, and I guess Smile's not going to feel the worst seeing there's no drones at that bottom right location base. But it maybe, you know, what does he do now? Like, he doesn't have a planetary at this 5th. Does he just like turtle and sit in, or does he keep trying to put the constant pressure on?
Well, the problem is that you could be arguing like, oh, things have been looking pretty close so far these past couple of moments. Well, that's because eGGz purposely hasn't been spending his money because he was waiting for the Greater Spire, and now Broodlords are on the way. And we were criticizing Smile earlier about his lack of ghosts, as we have a Widowmine drop. Doesn't get too much. 4 drones though, 4 drones. But like the lack of ghosts earlier, now he desperately needs ghosts, right? Ghosts, they work against Ultras and Broodlords, and he's up against both, and he has none.
Yeah, indeed, and you've got the 1-2 whammy, right? Like the Ultralists kind of force out the Marauders, and the Broodlords reign supreme from the sky. And you get the Lingbane on ground, so you can't really force a base trade, which is what you normally do when Broodlords catch you off guard. But here we go, gonna push in, force the cancel. I just backed off around now, to be honest. You don't want to commit too heavily. Yep. But this is the scan now on the Broodlords. Like, this is the real story.
Yeah, now this has finally been revealed. At the same time, we have a drop here on the right hand side. Yo, the Widowmines are chasing down the drones. Puppy. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my God.
What a lift up however as well. But meanwhile, like, Smile's got this arm in the left hand side too, and he's actually containing really well. These 2 Infestors could get caught too.
Yeah, no pathogen glands, which means no fungals available at all. Yo, Smile is actually pulling eGGz apart. Okay, I was about to say like, yo, these Broodlords looking a little exposed. No, okay, the rest of the army is here to meet him up. So Smile is forced all the way back. Oh, and now finally eGGz, it looks like he's had enough. He wants to push out, but the Broodlords.
The Broodlords are a little bit exposed. There's only 22 Marines here, and but there's, you know, the Infestors, not the Infestors, the Broodlords. Actually, the Infestors get caught as well as the Broodlords. So, I'd expect to see a clean up here, and just looking at the supply plummet. Yeah. What is the response here from our Terran player?
This was such an awkward fight. I feel for Smile. He's like, oh my God, the Broodlords are exposed. They're all alone. Let's dive on them. Oh, I have too many Marauders. Like, he just didn't have enough anti-air. He just couldn't shoot up. And now, as you said, like that was really the army that Smile had been working on this entire game.
It's kind of like you say you have a huge army, so you attack, but you completely like forget about the Marauder and shooting up dynamic. But yeah, and this is the moment, because there's still Ultras on the ground, and I don't know. Like, I feel like Smile's done a really good job. If you look at like eGGz's side of the map, you know, he's so kind of depleted, but he just doesn't have enough to build with this army.
Yeah, exactly. It just comes down to the main army engagements at the end of the day. Like, Smile has done a phenomenal job at harassing and just getting so much harassment done. 37 drones have fallen this game, but the Broodlord army, there's just no answer to it. I mean, he is getting Vikings, but they're Corruptors to meet them. Oh.
Yeah, and the main thing is these Marines are at the force to kind of deal with these Broodlords, and the Banes are just going to push them all the way back. And there's 3 Marines now. They found a friend, the Marines from earlier.
Oh yeah, and now, the 3 amigos, let's go. They're trying to hold the line as best they can against the Broodlings. Meanwhile, the Corruptors are just raining down upon the planetaries. The Zerg armies in the main base. And mate, I think that's gonna be it. Like, there's barely anything left here for our Terran.
Yeah, that's it. The Terran's being ransacked. GG is called. And eGGz takes a very dominant 3-0 victory. And the final. Oof. Pog, that was Poggers.
GG, well played. Congratulations, eGGz. He will be our hold on, I gotta hold on a minute. Hold on. He will be our SuperExtra, la SuperClave de Latam número 1 champion. GG, well played. What a tournament.
Yeah, it's a great tournament actually. A lot of exciting games, a lot of diverse matchups, and in the end it was kind of, we had someone expected to make it the final, but someone unexpected make it the finals too. So, very fun, very good tournament.
Yeah.
Watch as a spectator.
Exactly. Like, again, eGGz was the favorite coming into this tournament, and in my eyes, it was like, okay, who can stop this man? Who can stop eGGz? Davo came close. Davo had an intense series against him, especially after Davo versus the Zerglord. Smile here also tried his best as well, but eGGz, when it comes to a ZvT, it's just a little bit too good for these players, and he does kind of distinguish himself against the rest.
Indeed. And there we go. Thank you to our viewers for sticking by us in this tournament.
Yeah, I just want to give a massive shout out to SuperExtra. SuperExtra is the person who is sponsoring these tournaments. Without him, this tournament wouldn't be possible. And a massive shout out to Password as well. Password has been adminning, and he invited all the players. He got in contact with everyone. He was chasing players down to try and find enough 16 players to fill this bracket. And yeah, Password was able to get it all up and running in the end. You know, we had a couple of hiccups, you know, some downtime here and there in the beginning, but once things got rolling, mate, things got rolling.
Things did get rolling indeed. As we refresh the bracket. Yeah, there we go. Fully confirmed bracket. That means and chase.
Yeah.
The Y chase.
He's saying thank you. Saying thank you. Gonna be like, patos listo.
How do I say? Wait, how do you say it? Patos listos. I don't know if that works through.
Beautiful, beautiful. Oh god. But yeah, it was a great tournament that we were able to host today. The first of many. The others haven't been confirmed, but we have heard that SuperExtra is definitely interested in sponsoring and funding more tournaments for the LATAM scene. And I have heard from Password that he is looking to get a couple more people involved, right? For the next event, he wants to invite Ryu, Eric, Parker Mike, Jim Rising, maybe even Cham. So maybe try and get the eyes of some more high-profile players. This was just the first edition. You know, we have some teething issues, but now that we've been through, or now that Password has run his first tournament, this is his first tournament, by the way, now he's got that experience, and now he can kind of grow from here, and yeah, we'll see where this takes us.
Yeah, I'd be definitely excited to see players like Ryu and Eric kind of join in. The Latin American scene is a very colorful scene. There's a lot of different players from different regions, and they all support each other as well. So I think especially for the Brazil crowd, when they had the raid when the Zerglord got taken out, that was unfortunate. So seeing Eric join in would be pretty fun as well.
Yeah, it really would. It really would. And I know that if we have more Brazilian representation, maybe we'll bring Cosmos in as well. Cosmos, he is the Portuguese caster for the Brazilian scene, and we'll get him in. We may get some others as well. Shakti even. So yeah, it's great to see where this is headed, and it's always great to see some more Latin American tournaments. Like, the Latin American scene, as you said, is very colorful, it's very vibrant, it's very alive. There's just so many GMs, so many players, and they're more than happy to be a part of the scene. It's great. It's beautiful.
Just like you, Light.
Oh.
Speaking of beautiful, we've got a cast, I heard.
Oh, we do. Before we close things out, ! socials in the chat. If you want to tune into more of the CranKy Ducklings, we are on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. We even have our Discord server where you can interact with us as well. So we are all over the place. So yeah, you can interact with us outside of just this stream. Meanwhile, we have plenty more StarCraft ahead of us. Our next broadcast is going to be Sparkling Tuna Cup in a couple of days, in just over 48 hours. We will have Sparkling Tuna Cup, and that is a tournament with Korean players, Europeans, some North Americans, Southeast Asians, and players from the Australia region as well. So again, we do have plenty of StarCraft available on this channel. And if you are interested in it, if you enjoyed our cast, hit that follow button, follow us, so you can join us for the next one.
Follow button's down here, right? Somewhere down there.
Somewhere down here.
I see you down there. But yes, plenty of casts, plenty of tournaments, and a lot of fun stuff as well. Also follow Light at LightVIP2, because he streams StarCraft a lot, and Final Fantasy.
True.
And I'm doing hand gestures to increase You know, because you can go like follow light as well. But if you do this, it's like, holy, I need to pay attention. Something wacky's going on.
3 a.m.
It's a little psychological trick.
Oh my god. Exactly.
There's
Hmm?
Oh, you first.
I was just gonna give a shout out to not just eGggz Gaming, but Sephiron and Nina as well. Nina gave us a massive raid earlier, so yeah, like massive love to all the people that were able to share us around, and I know there's a lot of people tuning in for the first time as well, so I hope everyone enjoyed themselves.
Indeed. Thank you. And yeah, yeah.
Yes, with that, we are going to be going on a short 5-minute break. When we return, we will have one more match of StarCraft left. Someone in the chat, one of our subscribers, did redeem with their points a replay cast. I don't know what we're going to get into, but we are going to be doing a replay cast of one of our subscribers. So everyone, you know, you can whip out some chelas, you know, get some drinks, get ready. Not for some professional StarCraft, but hopefully for a solid meme, and for a good time as we unwind.
But otherwise, thank you for being here with us. Thank you for watching some Latin America StarCraft, and hopefully we'll see you next time.
Yes.
If if it's like 3 in the morning and you gotta go to sleep.
Yeah. If you gotta go to bed, understandable.
We won't hold it against you.
Exactly. You can stick around for the bonus content. Otherwise, that is the end of the Pro StarCraft. Again, gracias everyone, gracias. We're gonna be going on a short break. When we return, we have that one replay cast.
Patos listo.